Well, let me say that was the weirdest moment I've had on YouTube since starting YouTube. I did not expect, even though I started the stream early, like 3 minutes early approximately, I didn't expect it to not show up on the watch page. But now that we are done with that, we can move on to some other things. I don't know, to be honest, I don't know what actually caused that. So, that's still up in the air. And another thing is, being that it's a bit rainy around here, if the rain knocks out my internet and subsequently we lose the stream, we will only restart once. And if we lose the internet again and it knocks out the stream, we'll call it a day. So, to get into some channel updates, let's first start off with the community poll. I posted a poll on my community tab. It was asking which Call of Duty game I should play first. The choices were either Vanguard or Modern Warfare 2. And 2 votes were in favor of Modern Warfare 2. That was released just the other day. And I think I will actually look into getting that for the Xbox Series X. And like a digital version, discounted. I don't know why, but Treyarch is the developer who, for people who don't know, Treyarch develops Call of Duty games, among other developers. They sell separate Xbox One and Xbox Series X copies of Call of Duty. And the Xbox One version costs $60. The Xbox Series X version of Call of Duty costs $70. So what I'm thinking is getting a discounted version of the Series X version of Modern Warfare 2, if I can find one. But regardless, that's all I have to say regarding that. Now, regarding the new YouTube user interface, there is a lot of roundness per se going on there. A lot of elements have been rounded, specifically like a chat, the like button, dislike button, even though they've been conjoined. The join, subscribe button, we will get into the subscribe button in a minute, because that is where a big change has come in. But yeah, there's been overall, even the thumbnails have been rounded slightly around the edges. So if you're thinking about putting a bordered thumbnail in your videos, I would think twice. So the big thing with this change is the subscribe button is pill-shaped like all the others, and it is no longer red. It's either black if you are in the light mode, which is like mostly white, or white if you are in dark mode. It is, like I said, no longer red. So that leads me to updating my templates, which you see that little subscribe animation within the first 50 seconds of my videos. That is going to be updated within, I'd say, the next couple weeks. And of course, I plan to update my outro with something similar. So I just wanted to get that out of the way. And next up, future plans for the channel. I know I've talked about Splitgate and whatnot. I found myself not doing a whole lot of live streams. I plan to live stream Splitgate for a while, but I found myself not really doing a whole lot of that. I don't really know why. I think it was just due to a lack of space on my computer drive. So, just to get that out of the way, why Splitgate has not shown up on the channel yet. But as of right now, besides Call of Duty, either Vanguard or Modern Warfare 2022, but speaking of 2022, I have heard of instances of people where people have had their copies of Modern Warfare 2022 crashing on them, unfortunately. So, but unfortunately that's mostly on PC, so we'll see where that goes. I hope Treyarch fixes that sooner rather than later. Wait, no, Treyarch's not the developer. It would be... Who is the developer of Modern Warfare 2022? I know they have multiple developers, but I think Treyarch is the lead developer. I'm not too sure. Infinity Ward, actually. It's not Treyarch. But yeah, I hope Infinity Ward fixes that sooner rather than later. But one thing I have been hoping to getting around to was The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, and that has been a game that has been hugely raved, and something that I have been hoping to get into because it's been very popular and very liked among the community. And it's also Nintendo exclusive. I've been wanting to get into Nintendo exclusives a lot. That's why I got the Switch in the first place. So I hope to get a Let's Play on Breath of the Wild out there before a sequel comes out. Well, preferably by the end of the year, but I don't know if that's going to happen. And also, maybe a return to Assassin's Creed Valhalla. That's kind of been on a sabbatical. I don't know why, but it's just my procrastinatory nature, per se. My nature to procrastinate more than ever. But alongside that, maybe Assassin's Creed Mirage. Having both games doing Let's Plays on both games would be pretty fun, actually. So, when Assassin's Creed Mirage comes out in... I think... When does it come out? I know it comes out sometime next year, but... that's all we have. So, my plan is to continue Valhalla eventually. And also start Mirage whenever that comes out next year. So, anyway, also another thing was relating to YouTube, the expansion of the community tab. This was another YouTube type thing The minimum requirement for the community tab, I know, was at least 1,000 subscribers for a long time. Then, like last year, YouTube lowered that threshold to 500 subscribers, and now they're basing it off of a channel history, which for the most part takes 2 months to establish. So, if you see any channels with less than 500 subscribers, do not be surprised at all. So I just wanted to get that out there. But anyway, if you have any questions or comments in the chat, do not hesitate to leave them in the chat. I don't know why I'm stuttering so much, but anyway. And if you don't, I will go ahead and end the stream. So like I said, any questions or comments, leave them in the chat below. And yes, Matomatic, it is Halloween. If there are any more questions or comments, do not hesitate to leave them in the chat below. What's with my stuttering these days? Now, if there are no more questions or comments from the chat, then, it's raining in my area as well. We'll have to see about that. I hope the rain passes by sooner than later. So we will have to see. I know afterwards the rain, the puddles will tend to linger, but like I said, we'll have to see. And like in my area, there's a 2-hour window of trick-or-treating, basically from 6 to 8. And I don't know how many there are going to be since it's been so rainy out lately. Especially today. Um, any games I plan to start with in January? I think before you came in, I don't know, I talked about The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. I plan to do that sometime before a sequel comes out. And obviously you saw the poll, my community tab, about the which Call of Duty game I should play first. And I also want to get around to playing Starfield, which is coming out, I don't know when, in the first half of 2023. That is Bethesda Softworks' first game that they produced under their acquisition. The first game as a Microsoft-owned company. And it's going to be exclusively on the PC and the Xbox Series consoles. So as for Call of Duty games, Modern Warfare 2022, not too sure about. It's only been out for 3 days. So I might buy a digital copy for a discount because there are 2 copies sold, like I explained at the beginning of the live stream. There's an Xbox One version that is $60 and an Xbox Series X version for $70. So I'm trying to think which game to start off with next year. I know you're doing that, obviously. And you've said that before, so I'm obviously going to resume Assassin's Creed Valhalla at some point. I don't know when. I hope to resume it soon. And maybe whenever Assassin's Creed Mirage comes out, start that. It would actually be pretty fun to have Valhalla and Mirage, those Let's Plays, alongside each other. That would be very interesting. Having Valhalla in the back of my mind while Mirage is being played. Interesting. Another option could be Sonic Frontiers, maybe. I haven't figured that out yet. But from what I've heard, it's gotten pretty good reviews so far, anyway. Even though it's not out yet. So, people, from what they've seen of it, have formed pretty good opinions of it. That's kind of a spoiler right there. Whatever. So, if there aren't any questions or comments, okay. Any more questions or comments, we're going to put it in the chat. Free to do so. Currently looking at the Steam store. So, oops. This here. There are, oh, Modern Warfare 2 on the PC is $70 on there too. That's weird. So let's see. Recommendations. Oh, look at that. I'll probably just get that on my Xbox anyway. Let's see, early access. Torchlight Infinite. It's already out. Releases. Modern Warfare 2 is already talked about, or heavily talked about. Sackboy, I think. Sackboy, I thought was PlayStation exclusive. Now they're taking it to the PC now. Okay. Look to be Sackboy: A Big Adventure. Why is if this was previously PlayStation only, why is this only available on Windows? Okay, never mind. It's Steam. That's why I was getting this all screwed up. Okay. So something I would recommend is, okay, where is it? Where is it? Something I would recommend, even for the 2023 Let's Plays, is this. I'll drop a link for it below. You can take a look at that. And it's actually pretty simple, to be honest. It's especially for all the Team Sonic Racing, all the other stuff and whatnot. NBA 2K17, interesting. I did NBA 2K11 a while ago, back when I had an Xbox 360. Oh. So that's everything. Okay. I had no idea. So, I don't know if you saw the link I put in the chat. Super Mario Galaxy 2. That's way off. That's way out there. It's the end of October and you're already making plans for January of 2024. So, Let's see. Yeah, okay. That's logical. Now, before anything else, I'm going to present this, which is the link that I put in the chat. And yes, it is exactly what you think it is, a capture card. Now, what exactly is this for? It's mainly for recording video games, recording video game footage directly from consoles. I have Cold War on my channel. That's for the PC. The Xbox version will be very similar, except you'd be inputting with a controller, even though you can already use an Xbox One or Series controller with a PC anyway. So I don't know how you control a PC version of Black Ops Cold War with a PC. But anyway, I already have Black Ops Cold War on my channel. I don't know if I've unlocked the evil ending. I don't think I did. That was a while ago, actually. Yeah, I wasn't trying to. Yeah, I know you prefer the Xbox version. I don't think the PC version will be able to run on your computer as it is. So, looking at this, is that how I think it is? Why, yes. Yes, it is. Now, as for this, when you see this, you're like, oh. Channel updates are basically giving news updates about the channel, hence the name, but earlier this year I decided to change the format a bit and make things obviously a bit different with live streaming and opening it up to viewers. Specifically in the chat, they can put their questions and comments in the chat. That's what I wanted, so I can answer their questions. That's what I wanted to do, and that's what the previous channel updates before the ones I posted this year lacked. Yes, it is definitely good to know. Now, as for this is actually something that will be also good to know, especially for, I don't know how to say it, I don't know how I would say it, but it's actually a pretty simple layout. And it's, I don't know what the price is on this. It's pretty cheap, cheaper than my capture card. Specifically, this, hold on. I'll start by going by each port. This port here receives the signal from the console, and this port sends the signal to the screen, and then this port over here sends the recording to the computer. And if you have any questions about that, or any more clarification about what this does, then let me know. Okay, I know that. I think you said that in your community tab before. What else do I want to talk about? Oh. Yes, I know that too. Hmm. Oh. Yeah, it is tough when you have a poll and nobody votes with it. Nobody votes on it. Nobody picks an option. Let's see. Still nobody voted on it. That'll probably be a better substitute. Well, for now anyway. Alright, so we're closing in on 1 hour. Aside from that slide. Okay. That means I shall end this stream.